Okay, you know when you come across somebody's art on your feed and you're like, oh my God, I need to try that immediately. Is that just me? No, I think that's not just me, right? Anyway, that's what happened when I saw this one from Tammy K Art on my Instagram feed. I was like, I have those supplies. I want to try that. And then right away, the devil brain, the like wrong side of my brain was like, you couldn't do that. She's making that look easy. You're not actually good enough to do that. And then the angel, the good side of my brain came back and was like, no, you need to try that. You could totally do that. Just let loose. It's no big deal. If you fail, who cares? And you're always encouraging people to try things outside their comfort zone, so you have to do it too. So here I am. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to paint this in real time and film it for you and show you what happens, the good and the bad. And obviously I'm going to link to Tammy's video down below so you guys can go and try it too and go and follow her, because as soon as I saw her art, I was like, I need to follow her. It's amazing. All right, so first let's watch it through once because I want to try and figure out exactly what she's using. She doesn't talk about her supplies, so I need to actually like watch and see exactly what I need to grab.
Let's regulate our nervous system. Watercolors, pastels.
Okay, she's got her crayons. She's got orange paint, pink paint, brown paint.
Brush strokes.
She might have even just mixed those two together, honestly. Blue, a big brush. Okay, she's using a big brush for pretty much all of this. And then a smaller brush for the stems. Okay, check, check, check. Obviously a sketchbook.
And then we're adding some splatter.
Okay, and then she just starts using her pencils. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna gather all those supplies. Okay, sketchbook. Big brush. Small-ish brush. I have the exact pencils, not pencils, crayons, pastels, whatever you want to call them, Neocolor aquarels that she had. I've grabbed a bunch of paint. I actually don't own that many watercolor paints, so I'm gonna have to just work with what I have. A palette, some water. I think that's it. I'm feeling scared. Okay, let's do this. So I'm gonna pop the video up on screen and I'm gonna pause it for you as I pause it for myself, if that makes sense, so that I can kind of like see what she's doing and try and copy it myself. Let's check it out. Okay, orange blobs. 3 orange blobs and then 3 brown blobs. Let's start there. She did say to be very loose about our painting, so I'm gonna do that. Adding lots of water to my brush and let's do it. So 3 blobs. Great, 3 blobs. Okay, now I gotta do my brown. Okay, 1 brown blob, 2, 3. Okay. I'm very much questioning this process for myself. I also want, like, I'm gonna want more kind of definition in these flowers. So I'm gonna tap some in while it's still wet. One thing I know about watercolor, for me anyway, is that I always like it better when it's got like cool bleeds and stuff. Okay, there we go. So we've got the orange and the brown. Now let me watch for another couple seconds how she does this next step.
You can do little lines, just quick brush strokes. We're not making this perfect.
Okay, we're hopping into pink. So some bigger strokes, some smaller strokes. Okay, got my pink flowers in now. Now I think she moves on to the blue. Let's watch the blue part.
It just is what it is. It's not good, it's not bad, it just is. We're gonna add in different shapes, bigger.
Okay, I'm excited about this part actually because I really like the way the blue makes things pop in hers. So let's see if I can make it pop in mine. Looks like she's just actually drawing like little flower shapes in this moment. So I'll try and do that. Okay, and then she does some bigger ones that are like poking out. You know what? I find I'm like way overthinking this. I think I just need to like peek quickly at what she's done and move on to my own. Because otherwise I'm just thinking too hard. I think I've lost my brown. I'm gonna dab in some more actual brown so it looks brown, but that's okay. And then she switches to her smaller brush and adds in stems. So let's watch that process.
Smaller, different colors and connect things with stems, kind of like a bouquet.
Okay, this feels intimidating, to be honest. Oops, I just got some orange in there. Might just end up having to make a bigger composition later and put another orange flower in there, who knows. She just like kind of went wild with her stems. I don't know, this feels scary. I think what I'm realizing is happening for me is I'm not feeling very like confident with my strokes. Like they're looking like dinky, you know? And then I add too many because I'm like, oh, I didn't like that one. Let me do another one. Whereas she goes in and she's very like decisive, you know? So anyway, I think it looks kind of cute for now. Then she takes her, this is a part I can do. Add some water and some blue paint and just wreck it. That part, confident. This looks weird, but I'm gonna leave it. I mean, what else can I do? I have to leave it, right? Now we have to let it dry. That part I can do. Okay, so now I've got the paint in. Now I need to do my crayon portion. So let's watch how she does that. I think this is actually gonna be the part that I prefer because I can kind of like touch up any parts of the watercolor that I didn't love. But let's see how she adds hers in here.
And we're gonna dry it, and then we get out those pastels and we start to add in those details. Notice how you feel when you first start painting. Then when you start adding in things, it takes away the
Okay,
guesswork.
so she's really just doodling.
The watercolor, because
she puts pink over the orange, blue over the blue,
it all together. Pay attention to how your heart feels, how your
blue over
body
the
feels,
green too, which
how you
is
release
fun.
that tension as you
Different
just
pink,
create for your
I
own
think,
self-care.
over the
Happy
other
painting
pink.
and happy mental health.
Some brown in the middles, some white highlights. Okay, I think this part's gonna be fun. So we're doing some like really scribbly flowers. I can do that. That part, comfy for me. Okay, one, great. Then she does blue on the blue, which is easy enough. Kind of like slightly different shape of flower she did over here. That feels pretty simple. And then she used blue on the stems. I actually don't know if I want to do that because I don't like this one. And I don't really want to highlight it, but maybe she's onto something. And she didn't do it everywhere. Okay, good enough. Then a darker pink on the darker pink flowers. So mine is gonna look a little different than hers, but that's kind of the point, right? I'm actually feeling a little bit happy with the way this is turning out. Then she adds in some detail on the brown centers. She puts some white on some of these petals, which I like. Just messing around a little bit. She uses a gray to like add in some more. And she kind of keeps just like layering some things in, looks like. Oh, that made it pop, right? We like that. Okay, I think that's it. I gotta stop touching it. Okay, now that I've done this once with trying to follow exactly what Tammy was doing, I want to challenge myself to stop looking at hers, to stop looking at mine, and to just try and do it again from memory and see if I can do it a little more confidently. So I'm going to put the camera on my hands and test myself. This time I'm also going to do it on a single piece of watercolor paper, and This one's a little more like textured, better quality than what I was doing in my sketchbook. Okay, I've now completed it once by trying to copy exactly what Tammy did and once by myself. Let's compare the outcomes. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I like the one better that I copied. I think the reason is that I was going slower. I wasn't trying to rush through it so much and like force myself to be loose. I also think that this is just not something that's comfortable for me, so doing it from a tutorial is much easier. And lastly, because I did this one a lot faster, I had a lot more bleeding happening. Like you can see the orange popping in the blue, and I ended up going back and adding more layers, so it's like darker and bolder and also a little bit tighter. I feel like I was just like trying to go fast and fill in all the space. Whereas on this one, I was kind of just like watching the composition that Tammy did. So honestly, all in all, I think both of them turned out really pretty. This is a really fun way for me to learn how to paint and to kind of let loose. So I'm gonna link to Tammy's video down below because I think you guys should all try it. Her art is incredible and she's a very good teacher. So I'm gonna leave it there for today, but I encourage you to go try that yourself. And I'm gonna link you next to another video of mine that I think you're gonna like, and I hope to see you over there.